God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. Friedrich Nietzsche, 1882. When Nietzsche claimed that God is dead, he stated that the idea of God has been removed from society. The values that constructed Western civilization are facing collapse. A godless society is depicted in Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoyevsky, in which Raskolnikov, a godless man, commits a murder because he believes himself to be superior. However, we are getting ahead of ourselves. We must first determine how and why it happened. Down on his luck, Raskolnikov is a poor, miserable university dropout struggling to make ends meet. Raskolnikov visits a pawnbroker to sell a watch and plan a crime. Hating this plan, he attempts to drown his sorrows in alcohol. At the tavern, he meets Marmeladov, a deadbeat drunkard whose daughter Sonia is forced into prostitution to support the family. The next day, Raskolnikov receives a letter from his mother informing him that his sister is engaged to a man named Luzin, who Raskolnikov hates for no apparent reason. At another drinking den, students discuss how the pawnbroker should die to help society. Raskolnikov, hearing this and overhearing that she should be alone the next evening, has a terrible night's sleep and resolves to murder the pawnbroker. He acquires an axe, sneaks in, and murders her and her sister, and steals some money. Hearing the commotion, people come up to investigate, but Raskolnikov manages to get away with the murder. The remainder of the novel delves into Raskolnikov's psyche and why he committed the murder. Various characters throughout the novel express some level of religion. For instance, Sonia, despite being a prostitute, reads the Bible and carries crucifixes around, while Raskolnikov's mother will only mention God in passing. Raskolnikov, however, does not believe in God at all and confesses this to Sonia, stating, "I don't believe in a world to come," Raskolnikov said. But there may not be a God, Raskolnikov replied with kind of malicious satisfaction. From these statements, it is clear that Raskolnikov believes that nothing happens after death and that God isn't real. Therefore, murder does not matter. People don't go anywhere after they die, and nobody sets the moral standard but yourself. Isolating from society, Raskolnikov does not see the value of social connection or doing things for others, saying this about his sister's marriage: "You're marrying Luzin for my sake, and I won't accept your sacrifice." In this novel, society's morals have also begun to degenerate, with theft and forgery by the wealthy becoming a common occurrence. The quote from the novel: "Here there is news of an ex-student robbing the mail on the open road. Here, men, who by their social position occupy a leading place in society, are found guilty of forging banknotes in Moscow. They have caught an entire gang who forged the tickets of the last lottery loan." Core to the theory of evolution is that there are creatures who are better and those who are inferior, and for the species to evolve, these lesser creatures must perish. Raskolnikov composed an article on this topic and expresses this view, stating, "It is my view that if the discoveries of Kepler and Newton could not on any account, as a result of certain complex factors, have become known to people other than by means of sacrificing the life of one person, the lives of 10, the lives of 100, or even more persons. When questioned if he believes that he is of the extraordinary persons, he dodges the question, implying that he believes that he is." Because of Raskolnikov's nihilism/evolutionary beliefs, he murdered because he did not believe in the value of life. Detecting a trend in society, Dostoyevsky believed that if these beliefs continued to grow throughout society, it would be in chaos. When Raskolnikov was dreaming, he imagined a society infected by these ideas. Never had they believed so unswervingly in their correctness of their judgments, their scientific deductions, their moral convictions and beliefs. No one knew who to make the subject of judgment or how to go about it. No one could agree what should be considered evil and what good. People killed each other in senseless anger. Dostoyevsky's vision of society comes true, and rampant nihilism led to people such as the Nazis, people who believe morals are relative and belief in science trumps all. Nihilism is the belief that nothing has value, and everything, including life, does not matter. If this belief or evolution is true, then the Nazis may have been correct, and murder could be justified. But if I told people this, they would say that I am wrong, the Nazis are evil. But why? Because nihilism and evolution are faulty beliefs. There are innate morals and values instilled in humanity by God. Sadly, despite this, these morals have been distorted, and the world has evil. Luckily, somebody came to save the world, more specifically to save the people of it. God in the flesh, the Messiah, Jesus Christ, came, lived a perfect life, and died on a cross and rose again to have a relationship with you, the viewer, despite Nietzsche's claim that God is dead.